Alright, welcome everyone. This is something a bit different compared to usual content, let's just say like that. Normally I try to do ranked sessions on streams whenever I do, but I don't know why I could not stream, so I kind of thought maybe it could be a decent idea to do some video series with ranked. Potentially reach into the Master and Trackmaster ranks in the summer 2023 season. So season has recently started. I have not played it that much, I'm not that high rated or anything like that. Also in matchmaking, I'm only gold 3. I believe I'm not even top in my local ranks. I'm not even top 100 or anything like that. So there's definitely going to be a lot of room to play for. Hopefully we get some matches here and there as well quite swiftly. And I kind of want to just document the progression of everything like that. I have played only just a couple of games in the season, so I'm not that high rated, only gold 3, because with the soft resets how it happen, usually the Trackmaster Master 3 players get put down to gold 3 usually, and we'll see if we can get some matches and try to get some things going. At the same time, I could also hunt for some champ medals on the side and see how we can do, if we can climb in Master, or maybe we can get some champion medals on the side as well. Alright, let's queue up. So normally I usually queue, it's quite early for morning for me, so it's around 10:10 at the time of making this. Usually at this time of day it's quite iffy to find matches, but it would be awesome if we do get. For people who don't know how ranked works in Trackmania, ranked is actually done in a 3v3 game mode on campaign map. The maps are usually a bit, let's just say, random, so you don't really expect on what you will get, but there is specific criteria on what kind of maps can you potentially get. So if you're in bronze ranks, you can get maps from 1 to 10, silver ranks maps from 1 to 15 from the seasonal campaign, that is, and from gold plus it's all maps from the campaign, so it can be any white map, green map, blue map, red map, and everything like that. It looks like we got our first match. Let's see what it will be. Maybe we'll get some decent player as well to play against. This is a good warm-up and everything like that, and we'll see how it will go. Alright, summer 15 doesn't see... Okay, we actually have a decent player here, Sikwa, French player, and yeah, as well in the chat. People who don't know how rank does work, so the rank usually is done till 5 match or round wins. I haven't really played the maps that much outside of like just discovering the author time, so it's gonna be a bit relearning the maps as I go on. Hopefully it's not gonna be too crazy. So the other cars are actually playing at the same time, but I normally have a ghost off, or even I play HUD off. There's actually a very fascinating reason why I play with HUD off. When I was younger, I didn't have that great of a computer, and turning off the HUD actually improves your frame rate a bit. And this is one of the reasons why I gently have preferred playing HUD off, and it got used to as muscle memory for me. But I usually do check what's happening between some CPs or things like that here and there as well. Alright, Mat 15, there's like this pseudo risky fin as well. That's what a lot of people remember when the maps did came out. A lot of people were 50-50 on it. Is it as fast or is it not? We'll see how it goes. I'm expecting that Sikwa probably will be doing really good in here, but let's see how it will go on my end. I haven't really played the maps that much, so I'm not gonna be the fastest early on, but hopefully as some rounds go on, I can pick them up a bit. Alright, my PB is a 43.9, so you can see at the bottom right that my personal best on the maps is not that great. I'm a whole second behind the champ medal, which is a massive difference. And champ medal is not even like a world record or anything like that. So having a 1 second gap on a map like this is pretty big. Alright, this seems like a bit better rounds. Oh, that was very close, 6,000. Yeah, but yeah, 44 seconds, not that fastest thing in the world. We'll see. Actually, with the AFK plugin too, you can see how many points each player has. But this time it's a bit trickier to see what is up. Yeah, that's gonna be a win for us. I actually got the MVP with that. Actually, Sikwa did DNF. I didn't notice, but I have a little Dashi who I haven't heard of in my team, and Rabi. Usually into top ranks, you kind of start to recognize some of the names here and there. A bit of a unfortunate mistake. You start to recognize a lot of the names here and there. You get very familiar and kind of see who's decent, who's not, and you kind of can understand if you're gonna have a rough team or not so much. So lately, especially with the campaigns, since rotor maps were taken out of the map pool because the open circuit has ended. Oh my goodness. Okay, this has been one of the rounds ever. Okay, we still got it, but yeah, it was awful performance from my What I was saying is that since the campaign is now mainly used to rank again and at the top ranks, like from Gold Plus and stuff like that, there's a lot of new names that pop up with this, because a lot more people are introduced. They just play the campaign maps. Oh my goodness, I just have no setup for that. And then the people just, you know, have some new up-and-comers like step up like this, and absolutely love to see that. Alright, 44s. I'm capable of doing 44s. It's just I really need to get everything properly together, and probably what I'll do is for next round I'll probably get a bit of focus, because I have vaguely at least checked the world record, so I know approximately what I need to what to do. But I have not really grinded out the maps or played the maps to a point where I have a proper understanding. Alright, this map is definitely good and I'll need to practice it. So what I do after the match ends, I always check what's the fastest time in the match, and I try to beat it afterwards. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to practice this map, that's for sure. Usually when you play a map, you have a like visual cues set up for every single turn. You kind of use them to rely on for basically to be consistent in Trackmania. That's the best way how you play the game. Alright, I think there was a 43-8 done. So that's gonna be a good goal, I feel like, afterwards to go for. Yeah, okay, I wasn't playing, like, I was not playing good at all. But this is what happens, usually start of the season. For me, it's always the case. Like, I'm not that familiar with the maps. A lot of people have early on have grinded them out. They already know what they're doing, but personally, yeah, I have not. So let's check what's the fastest time so we have an idea what to aim for map 15. I actually like map 15, it's just there's no setup. So the fastest time was a 43.8 by Sequa, so that's definitely going to be something we'll have to aim for. So my time is around 600, but that definitely was not enough. So we have to at least improve on this a bit. So let's check the world record, see what does it do. So one of the main things they always do that if there's like a weak map, that they always see what they're doing to have a proper understanding. Oh, great camera. So it goes fully from the outside, release, gets a lot of momentum here. I knew about that, but my setups were just completely off. Small pre-drift, but yeah, it's very hard to get proper momentum out of this. But the world record is by Neil, one of the better North American players. Oh, what a beautiful outside line as well. He played for Damascus in the regional tournaments for NCSA together with Nick Sotica. Alright, so we had a 43.8 done by Sequa, so let's try to mimic it. One of the best ways how to do it is usually turn on the world record ghost on, so you have like a pathway to grind for. And just try to use the ghost and try to learn from it and improve our times. Alright, this looks like a solid attempt. Bit of a safer ending and okay, 0.8. This is like very close to Sequa's time. Didn't took that long, only like 5 minutes. Let's see if we can go maybe lower a bit. Like, it's all in the start basically, and in the middle part as well. But this start is actually not that easy to get. I feel like just finding a proper setup point at the start will be one of the more crucial parts. Alright, I feel like I have found it, so I believe there is the shadow right here. If we could try using it as a release point. So we slow down here and then re-accelerate afterwards so we get a bit more momentum. Oh, that was a good start, but unfortunate there. Have to look at the world record to see what's the setup like. Alright, so that was a 44-1 with a crash, so the core pace is definitely started to improve. So let's check the world record goes on what does the setup point look like on this uphill. Because this is the main part to basically how to conserve everything. Yeah, the world record gets it beautifully there. Alright, early on, so using the sides, he does a lot of break taps if you notice, the lights light up. So you can does readjustments, speed corrections. Yeah, that's an insane outside line, actually. Reason why he goes for the outside line, because it keeps the skid marks at the closest point while taking the turn. And the closer your skid marks, the more speed you get. But the main thing looks like it from here. He does a bit of side snap, because in the middle part, right here, there is a bit of an inside bump, as you see there. He tries to avoid it, otherwise you just lose most of the grip there. Alright, let's try to use that and see if we can go lower a bit. Oh, this start is honestly a bit annoying. Honestly, for rounds, I can't even think of a way how to get this. Like, you would have to release, like, a lot like this, probably, to get it consistent. Because for a time attack, since you really want to full send everything for time attack, you can't really practice the safe lines, I feel like, because this is such a momentum-based track. Okay, this could looks promising a bit. I don't think this will be it, but it's gonna be another 0.8, 0.7. I mean, it's a first 0.7, but that's still 1.6 seconds already. That's a huge gap. Alright, let's try to get another improvement. I really want to get like a 0.6 or something. Alright. Alright, finally we have something. Opa. Alright, alright. It's not top hundreds. It's number 1 Latvia, 0.3 as well. So definitely a nice improvement. It's only 0.5 now away from the champ medal. Let's try to actually now jump to matchmaking once again. So if we get this map, we're prepared, but we always know how with matchmaking goes. You always get something completely different when you get a match. Alright, we finally get a game. Actually took a bit of while to get a match. Alright, let's see what kind of map we get here. And it's 02. 02 I have played a bit. It's a map that, let's just say, has a no slide at the start. Since I'm a keyboard player, there is a way how you can with action keys at least get the start. But other than that, it's a very, very straightforward map. Very simplistic. Just slowly steer and accelerate, keep the skid marks close, and nothing too crazy. Always write at least good luck or have fun. I'm not too sure who Pingu is. Actually know like 2 or 3 people in Trackmania scene who are called Pingu. Alright, so it's all in the start a bit. So I can do a 24-7 on this. So it's a bit of a warm-up round a bit, just to get familiar with the map for me. Let's see what we can do in the next rounds. We actually don't want to air brake on that part, so we get that bounce through the penalty sand, so we don't get the grip on them, so it doesn't get the slowdown. We'll take full insides. Alright, way better with 25-1. Also my teammate did a 24-8, which is not too shabby as well. I actually do a small release early on, just so the car does not hit the penalty sand at the start. I do a bit of a release when the gear change happens while having the action key being used. Alright, that's a win. Teammate's molding that he had a 24-5 going. Which would actually be a solid time. I believe that would be around top 100 or something. Usually have people around golds or a bit higher being able to do a lot of top 100 times quite often. Alright, 25 again. Not really 24s, but the main thing is consistency. A lot of people really over-focus on peak pace, and sometimes in matchmaking. They just completely end games like that. So it's just better a bit focus on consistency, just try to play a bit more safe and score points like that. Sadly, this map is a bit unfriendly to the keyboard. I'm not too sure if you can do the starts properly on the keyboard, just like you can do on a controller, because you have just limited action keys. Alright, another win. It looks like Arctic a bit messed up, but at least it's enough to take the win. But yeah, I'm not too sure if that's doable. Maybe, but I won't say I don't have the authority to say on that, because I haven't hunted the map just yet. Alright. Yeah, I have a solid regu pace, but yeah, Arctic definitely can put out some bit better times. Alright, and that's gonna be the win for us, and actually MVP as well, which is definitely a way nicer way to end off for today. Yeah, plus 64 is 63 as well. We're definitely on the gainers today. Was a bit unfortunate start with the map, what's it called, 15. But thankfully we improved on it, so we're a bit more prepared when we get this on next time around. But yeah, very nice to get an MVP. Considering as well, haven't really played in that big a while. Decent consistency as well, especially on a map I have not really prepared for. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you for watching and see you later. Bye bye.